Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I will be reviewing this newly launched foundation from Lovechild by Masaba. It's called their Light Action and Camera Foundation, and the shade that I've ordered is Soft Nude Darling. This foundation over here is supposed to have a 4K matte finish. It's also supposed to be sweat proof, humidity and transfer resistant. So a lot of good claims are being made about this product. So in this video, I'll be trying out this product and reviewing whether all these claims made by the company are true or not. Masaba is known for their quirky packaging. Over here also you can see that there is a lot of doodling done on the carton, but most importantly they're signifying that there's a woman director and there's a woman actor, which means that you can just direct the life that you want, which is very symbolic. On the inside also they have this tall cylindrical packaging which is slightly frosted. I'm absolutely loving it. They have the same kind of doodling on the inside also. Overall for packaging, I have to give 10 on 10 to Masaba. I'll be applying this foundation on half of my face so that I can get a real idea about the coverage and everything. I have only applied moisturizer, sunscreen and a primer on my entire face. So yeah, there's no concealer because I want to check the coverage. So yeah, let's get started. So I'm just going to take out like little bit of foundation because we are only targeting half the area, and I'll just be putting dots on half the face. By the way, I'm loving the consistency. It's not very thick, it's not very thin. I'm liking it, and I think this much foundation is enough. So now I'll be blending it. I always use a beauty blender to blend the foundation. Just blending it. So you can see that the coverage of the foundation is pretty decent. Like, I've not applied any concealer or anything. I do feel that it has covered the dark circles and the pigmented areas pretty well, but wherever the pigmentation is more, like on the corner of my lips and over here, here you can see a little bit of graying has occurred, because again this is the place that needs to be concealed or corrected first. But if I talk like in general about the coverage, I would say it's pretty decent. Now I'll be applying the foundation on the remaining half of the face because number one, I'm looking really funny with half face in foundation, and secondly, I want to discuss how easy this product is to apply, because the consistency, as I said, it's not very thin, it's not very thick, and also because it's quite pigmented, a little goes a long way. I mean, I took out a lot of foundation and I'm like applying this side also with the leftover foundation, so you don't need a lot of product. The formula of this foundation is a little on the drier side, so if your skin is excessively dry, please avoid investing in this foundation, and if it is slightly dry, then make sure that you have moisturized your face really well. Like currently my skin is extremely dry on this area, and you can see that there is a visible dry patch over here. The foundation is all very flaky and it doesn't look settled over there. Now let's see if this foundation is transfer resistant or not. So I'm just going to slightly tap it. So very little product has come out, like very little. I have not set my foundation with any setting powder, any spray. In fact, I applied this foundation just 5 minutes ago, so I've not even given it a lot of time to settle down. So considering that, let's do it this side also. Yeah, so very little foundation has come out. So yes, it is a transfer resistant foundation. So I've just done like a little bit of makeup, and you can see how graceful this whole look is coming together because of the foundation. I mean, I've just done the bare minimum, but it's looking really classy. To be honest, when I was just wearing the foundation, I thought that this shade is a little too light for me. I could have gone for a shade darker, but now when I've done the makeup and everything has like settled in, I feel this is my perfect match. So if you belong to my skin tone, you can also go for this Soft Nude Darling. It's a great shade. This foundation is available in a total of 18 shades, and I have to say, like, I'm really impressed by how many options they have for the deeper skin tone, especially if you're someone who has a deeper complexion with an olive undertone. You will definitely find your match over here. So my hands are pretty wet and I'm just... So it's not a lot of water, it's just assuming you sweat, so you don't sweat like crazy. I've just created like a little bit of a situation over here. So yeah. So in this case, the foundation that came out is quite a lot. I mean, if I compare it to, the without water thing that we did, the transfer test, the foundation that has come out is quite a lot. A huge problem with foundations is that they do tend to oxidize. I did the oxidization test with the Lovechild also, and as you can see that this foundation did oxidize quite a lot. So yeah, if you're planning to buy this foundation, just make sure that you go for a shade lighter or for your true match, because it will eventually settle down to a slightly darker finish because it is oxidizing. Now, there are a few tall claims made by the brand and they're so confident about it that they have actually got it printed on the foundation bottle. So I just want to like discuss it quickly. First is that it is a long wear foundation. Considering the fact that it did not transfer much in the transfer test, it does have a very matte formula. So I would like to believe that yes, it is a long wear foundation. Then secondly, it is weatherproof. So by weatherproof, they mean that, it is humidity and water resistant. I cannot completely agree to it because when we did the water wala transferability test, it did transfer quite a lot and I just applied very little water. I mean, if you are someone who sweats a lot, I don't think this foundation is going to stay that long. Then they are saying that it's a full coverage foundation. When I applied the foundation, I showed you the difference. The coverage of this foundation is very good. I'll not say full coverage, you'll still need like a little bit of concealer where the pigmentation is pretty on the higher side. But all in all, the coverage of this foundation is very good. Then we have matte finish. 100% agree. I mean, the finish is very matte. So if you're aiming for a look which has like this super clean matte finish, this foundation will come really handy. And lastly, it's hydrating. I have dry skin. I moisturized and prepped my skin really well, but still I ended up with, the dry patches being fairly visible. So no, this foundation is not hydrating foundation. So this was my unsponsored, unfiltered review of this Lights Camera foundation from Lovechild by Masaba. I did have a lot of good things and a few bad things to say about it, but yeah, I really hope that you found my video useful, the whole review useful. Whatever your feedback is, do write it in the comment section below. Also, if you want me to review a particular product, do write it in the comment section below. I'll definitely consider it. And yeah, I'll see you again with a new video. Until then, bye bye, take care and lots of love.